Cuomo vows to make ethics reform part of his re-election campaign.
He is insisting that the corruption conviction of his former right-hand man, well, personally painful, was an aberration. CBS 2 political reporter Marcia Kramer has more.
Enough is enough! Enough is enough!
Governor Cuomo played dead at a student-led gun protest, hoping that the corruption conviction of the man he once described as his father's third son wouldn't kill his chances for re-election.
We have the finest level of state employees. This is a total aberration from the people who work in the administration.
In an unusual move, the normally confident public orator consulted handwritten notes to publicly address the conviction of right-hand man Joe Percoco, found guilty of taking over $300,000 in bribes in a pay-to-play scheme. Governor, what do you say to your critics who are trying to tie you personally to this conviction because of Joe Percoco's close relationship to you and your family?
I say to them, Marcia, look at the facts, right? We're in the political silly season and people can say whatever they want to say. There was absolutely no suggestion ever made that I had anything to do with anything.
The governor called it
political garbage.
Cuomo, who said cleaning up Albany corruption was job one when he ran for governor 8 years ago, called again for a specific ethics reform, a full-time legislature. It was the same thing he called for after the indictments of Assembly Speaker Sheldon Silver and Senate Majority Leader Dean Skelos.
The single best ethics reform, which makes everything else moot, is no outside income in government.
There was immediate pushback, a spokesman for Senate Republicans saying the alternative to the current system is the creation of a body made up of only professional politicians who have taxpayer-funded salaries at least double what they are now, who never do anything other than politics and come to Albany and never leave. Taxpayers would be ill-served by that so-called reform. The head of Reinvent Albany, a good government group, dismissed Cuomo's proposal as a distraction from what the Percoco case was about.
The focus and the urgency is around pay-to-play and campaign contributions and bribes from people seeking to do business with the state of New York.
The case and the conviction brought Cuomo close to tears.
You know, Marcia, when I first heard about it, I was shocked. I was just shocked.
Well, Cuomo also tried to explain Percoco's use of his old office after he left government service as transition work. But one of his would-be challengers, Republican State Senator John DeFrancesco, said the assertion was simply not credible. Cuomo could also face a primary challenge from Sex and the City star Cynthia Nixon.